Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We start this challenge in the third quarter with less than 2 minutes remaining on the clock. You're ahead by 4, but your opponent has it down to your 5-yard line. As we get set here, third and goal. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
17, Patriots 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And so now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Jackson now. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated again. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Wasser's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Joe. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Johnson, 28 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive of 4 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a look. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 6 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Wasser's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Jackson from the shotgun. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Jackson's pass complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And so many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Jackson will throw again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah, he only won the Heisman Trophy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught outright by Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Credit the tackle to Tano Passanio.
But that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining over.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A 36-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
The score. Broncos.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game. He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Chiefs nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mahomes, he lost the football.
Looks like a running back going through the line. Quarterback's
always have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Champ Bailey on the coverage.
Working from the gun. Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 40. The 30. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Jackson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal.
Denver Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Broncos push further out in front. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys lead it by 10. We send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Chip Bailey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught Kelsey, left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Travis Kelsey.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Champ Bailey on the coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
A 39-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
17.
It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. And it'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Graham on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ball carrier.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. For Kidder here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC first. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeMarcus Robinson, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Side here, it's Graham. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be one in the win column.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Julio Jones once again the intended target. On third down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 2 points. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. First and short. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now Jones. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
7-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Steve Smith, 93 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you. And that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart. He's touched.
Respect.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 17-yard.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
And now out comes Minnesota. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Down man right side. It's Sharp. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, 49 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the...
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We jump into this challenge in the second quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40. As we get set, here's 2nd and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, he'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And the Raiders pick it up. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now, remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. Waller taking it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Carr completes it, and he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's got some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is He's met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Carr to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A gain of 37 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. 6'10" Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And now bring up 2nd down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
All right, thanks, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the second quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're ahead by 17, but your opponent has driven the ball to your 10-yard line. First and goal. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Trent Murphy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Buccaneers 20, Raiders 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Jones. Still going. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Whoosh. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Raiders 6. Harrison Butker.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man at It's complete. Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And now a carry here for the fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
3rd and 12.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at
play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down.
This will be caught at about the 5. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Raiders 6.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball on their 20-yard line. 1st and long. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Complete to Tyler Higbee.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right back to Brown. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
That'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jones. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Kevin Hester, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Favre to throw. And that is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's third down.
Johnson, incomplete.
Favre. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Favre. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Butker sets the kickoff.
Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Pass complete.
Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Jones. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Throwing is far. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Favre. And Graham's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A slant to Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Favre. Touchdown, Packers! Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Their own 7-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers.
He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
Green Bay.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. To throw is Favre. And left side here, it's Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Favre. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they go play action with Favre. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Tariq Cohen, the Bears.
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 26 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, this is blocked. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's good for 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Second and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd.
Again, Peterson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.